All right, we got the claps out of the way. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this one time at Summer Camp. I am your wonderful host, John Davidson, along with my other two wonderful hosts, Aaron Colwick and Jeff Thompson. And we're excited to be here today. Say hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
We've all had some pretty exciting days.
Woo!
I just want to start off and say that my day has consisted of some fairly large things.
Oh, yeah.
One, I put a whole corral together for my sheep.
Oh,
That was a big chore.
that's amazing.
Two, I doctored a sheep.
What does that mean?
Give it medicine.
It's
It's not really a big thing.
I feel like
Not
you,
really
it's
a big
fancy. I feel like you made it sound way cooler than it was.
You kind of did,
Oh.
dude.
Okay, well, I roped it and I
No,
laid
no.
it down and
No,
I
don't-
shoved a needle in it.
Okay, no.
Nice.
Now it's better.
Poetic. Then I came home and I started school.
Oh man.
Hey.
Did you take a first day of school picture?
Did not. I
with that
so
mustache?
should. Here, let me take one right now.
You know, you have to do it. You have to do it with like the little sign that says first day of school and like a backpack and everything. No,
I actually got one of those signs for my daughter because she's starting school this year.
See,
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah.
you are on the
Trump's
same track as Jeff's little girl.
My 3-year-old. Yeah.
Yeah, way to go.
Good. She's getting her master's as well.
Yeah, you didn't know? We started young.
And then I started tearing out a wall downstairs.
For funsies?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna make a big brew room.
Oh, for
I'll come
homebrew.
visit for that. Yeah.
Yeah, come visit. So, with that introduction, my get to know you question is, if you could do anything with one room in your house, what would it be?
Oh my gosh.
Like current house right now.
Or what is a dream room?
Okay, because that's
We've all
easier.
got a dream house and like what it
Thank
would look
you.
like, but what is a room that themed whatever you would want it to be?
This is so unexpected and yet such a big deal for me.
Do you want me to go first?
I'll
or
go
do you...
first.
Oh yeah, John.
I'll go first to give you guys a time to think about it a little bit because I've already kind of
Don't forget to
spoken
introduce
about mine.
yourself.
I'm John. I am the former program director at Luther Heights Bible Camp in the beautiful state of Idaho. You can find it on a map. It's on the way west side of the United States. It looks like California, but it's not. But go there. Just kidding. We love and welcome all of you. I do not currently work at camp, but I love it very much and love talking about camp. And if I could do anything with a room in my house, it would be to tear down a wall and make a brew room.
Oh my
That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm going to have plumbing go into it. I'm going to have the wall lined with cans,
Oh yeah.
different beers. I'm going to, I've got kegs. I've got
There's-
different brew recipes. My dad is amazing at brewing.
I think we should invite all the listeners. If you have a unique favorite beer that is like local to your area only, you should
Yes.
send a can/bottle to John for
Yeah.
him to display.
Oh, man, I will give everybody my address.
He will then make you a custom sticker.
No, that's Aaron's job. You can't give away your job.
Tried.
All right.
Wow. All right.
Who would like to go
good.
next?
Go, Jeff.
Oh gosh, I'm
Coach.
so not ready. All right, I'm Jeff. I'm the current program director at Lutherdale in Wisconsin, and I also had an exciting day. Like John, I literally cleaned someone's poop up today, so that was my day. Yeah, I also worked at Sugar Creek in Wisconsin, where I cleaned less people's poop up, just a few times. And if I could have any sort of dream room in my house, I would do like a 2-story library with like a big old fireplace. And I've always wanted like the bookshelves that goes all the way to the ceiling with like the ladder on the wheels. So you can just like slide down, like just giant library reading room with little nooks in there where you can just like sit and relax, fireplace, all of that. So
Dude, that's awesome.
there's no way I could do that in my house right now. I have a small house. So that's why I was glad you gave us like dream home room, not real rooms.
Let's see. My name, I love that, by the way, Jeff. That sounds amazing. Let's see. My name is Aaron Kolwick, former program director at Briarwood in Texas and at Camp Stoney in New Mexico. I live in the Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas area, where it is just blazing hot, and I'm so ready for summer to be over. Let's see. My day has consisted of, waking up early and doing live streams at church, and the aggravation that comes with that, because the internet likes to just not cooperate with me in the middle of a live stream, and that's always fun. Oh yeah, just loads of fun. So yeah, but then it's Sunday, and so I took a nap after I was done, which was nice. Let's see. My dream room would probably be like, I'm about to display my nerd on like full exposure here. It would be like a game room, but it definitely would be like a Dungeons and Dragons room. Like I would make it look like a true dungeon, like big thick brick in a cavern looking way with like torch sconces and actually, and I don't know the actor's name. Did either one of y'all watch How I Met Your Mother?
Yep.
Okay. Brad, who's the other lawyer friend of Marshall, he's like the big tall dude.
Yeah.
Talks like a total bro. Okay. In real life, he's married to, and I don't Sofia Vergara, whatever, the chick from
Joe Manganiello, right?
Yeah. That guy. He has the room I want. It's like just look him up, but like it'd be like this big game room, and I would probably put like a few TVs, and we'd put like some video games. I'd put a whole bunch of bookshelves for like nerd books, and like you can't really see in this room. I have like a couple of bookshelves of like board games and card games. I collect them, so it'd just be like the ultimate game room, but it would look like a dungeon, so I could play D&D in the most glorious fashion possible. And this isn't my dream home, but like I'll do this before I die. I don't care if I live in an apartment. My apartment then will have to look like this. This will happen.
And Katrina's on board with that?
Strangely enough, I think I've whittled her down a way that like she would probably be like, if we had the room, then sure, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, in our marriage, she's just gonna have to die first so I can get it done. Then. Like I'll be like an 80-year-old man to be like, finally, my dungeon. Too bad I have no one to play with now, but it's here.
All right. I dig it. I enjoy both of your rooms, so I think all three would be like a really sweet house.
Oh. Well, that's amazing.
Right. John, you're muted.
You're muted. I don't know how you muted yourself.
Me either. I think Alexa did it.
Yeah, that sounds plausible.
What were you saying, John, or what were you trying to say?
I was saying that was wonderful. Scrap this whole podcast about summer camp. We are now designing rooms professionally.
I like it. Yeah.
It's like Chip and Joanne, but with people that really don't know how to build anything else except the fun rooms.
So we're going to just knock out this wall and then throw a whole bunch of stuff in here, and it'll look great.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I guess you can put a bathroom like over there in the corner or something. Yeah. You don't need a kitchen.
5-gallon bucket from Lowe's.
From where?
From Lowe's.
Oh.
How much would that cost?
They're like $3.
Where can I find that in the store?
In the store in Idaho Falls, in aisle 5.
You just made that up. There's no way we can check your facts.
Yeah.
Look it up. There is a way you can check my facts.
We have to come to Idaho.
Did he just say Lowe's.com? Is he pushing our website now?
Are we being sponsored? Did I not know this?
No.
Did we ever get another message from Sunglass Lady?
No.
Oh.
Not that I saw.
I'm really disappointed she did not respond to any messages.
Yeah.
All right. So thank you everybody for introducing yourselves. Let's move on to our camp hack.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, today's camp hack is something that I picked up while I was at Camp Stony, but then I brought to Briarwood. And I got to remember, I have to actually start with this. I don't think I've done this one yet, but I could be wrong because I didn't check the Google sheet. Have I talked about secret prayer buddies yet?
Ooh.
I
I've
don't
not
think
heard
you
about it.
have. No.
SPB, sweet. SPBs was something we started, or that I don't even think we started. Like I learned about it while I was in New Mexico. How it works. Hold on, pause. John, did you just send an image in the chat of the website where the Lowe's bucket is?
The Idaho Falls
It
Lowe's.
is in aisle 5, bay 14. Thank you, John. I can't even do it.
Okay.
Continue.
Thank you. So Secret Prayer Buddies is basically where for the week of camp that you have, and ours was a Christian camp, and so we had prayer buddies. But it doesn't have to be if you're at a non-religious camp. It's just like a buddy you have for the week that is secret. And what happens is you have this box, like kind of like a mailbox system in like the office or in the like staff break room or wherever you want to put this that isn't available to campers. And everybody has their own box. And for that week, you have somebody that is for us, it was our secret prayer buddy. And during that week, you have to, on your break or have someone else help you, you have to put little messages in there that'll be like, hey man, I hope you're having a good week. Here's a quick prayer I wrote for you. Or you're just praying for them like in your daily devotionals that you do with your kids and be like, and I pray for my SPB and stuff like that. On your off time the week before, you can buy them gifts and things like that. And how it works is at the end of the week, like we would have like our first week of camp. At the end of the week, we do our end of week staff meeting, and everybody draws a name out of the hat for the following week, and that is your SPB. And then you spend the weekend trying to figure out how you want to care for your SPB, because it helps have someone who's just like praying for you and rooting for you and kind of a nice little like someone's on the team like thinking of you kind of thing. And then some people are like me and like we're like love languages, like I'm a big gift giver kind of thing. Doesn't have to cost a lot of money. In fact, the less you spend, the better. But like people would make like friendship bracelets or something, or they would make lanyards, or they would draw something, or write a poem, or tell inside jokes, and you put it in the box. And then at the end of the week, everybody reveals who their secret prayer buddy was. Like on the count of 3, point to who your buddy was. And it's just kind of a nice way to feel supported and loved. It also kind of teaches good importance of like how to build your team together throughout the summer, getting to know people maybe you didn't know. It shows the great importance of like uplifting others. And if you don't know someone, then you figure like you know who they hang out with. You go and talk to them like, hey, what's something they would really enjoy? Like I don't really know them that well, but I'd love to like what's their favorite candy and stuff. And to help with that during the beginning of the summer, we would have everybody fill out like a very quick 10 question.
Very quick.
10 question survey of like favorite candy, favorite movies, blah, blah, blah. And it was to get to know you, but also you could use it as a reference sheet. So like if I knew somebody's favorite movie was Batman, I know like I can go swing over to Walmart and buy like a cheap Batman beach towel, and that shows up in their little thing. And they're like, oh, this is dope. And so they show up to the pool with this like kid-sized beach towel. It's like funny, but it's also kind of like they loved it because it's kind of a goofy thing, right? And it's cost like $5. So it was one of those like real simple ideas that makes people feel. I mean, who doesn't want to get some, even like a little small half an index card note, be like, hey, you're doing such a good job with your kids. They all love you, and I can tell. Keep it up. Sincerely, your SPB. You know, it's just a nice little thing. And I know I have a few of my SPBs. And it's for your whole staff, like executive director all the way down. And it's really cool to do and keep into like I have things framed up on my wall from SPBs who've like drawn like very elaborate like things of like one of them was like the letter A, and it has like all these little things that like that made them think about me, like songs I would sing or little inside jokes, and they drew them in the letter A. And so I have that hanging up on my wall. Like, it's a super cool thing. So I would highly recommend doing something similar to that.
That's cool.
Cheers.
Really good. Cheers.
Yeah.
Awesome. It's always good to reaffirm staff and everybody up at camp throughout the summer. But that's definitely a great proactive way of doing it. So thank you, Aaron.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome, John.
I hated it.
Oh,
I'm just kidding. I love the idea. I
we
do a lot
use-
of prayer partners, and I like the idea of being secret, though, because it kind of adds this new layer to it. Like,
yeah.
makes it a fun game almost. And staff, I
Yeah.
think, get more into it than when it's just like, that's your prayer partner. Go pray with them.
Yeah, right.
So I dig that.
I definitely did that too.
Yeah.
You have to get to like this person.
Yep. This one person all summer is the only person you can pray with.
I will say, like, I said, like, executive director down, like, our leadership staff of, like, office staff didn't have SPBs. Like, the SPBs were all for the councils and stuff because they probably have the bandwidth to do that. But, like, we would give boxes and stuff to the executive director or operations, like your front desk staff and stuff, so that if people want to give, like, hey, like, little, like, thank you for doing everything you do, and like, here's something my kids made, and blah blah blah, stuff like that. It's really cool.
Awesome. Alrighty. Now let's move on.
Main event.
Yeah.
I'm just excited. I'm wondering what John's got, or not John. Yeah, Jeff has got for us.
Yeah.
Jeff, John, same thing. All right, yeah, let's move on to our story for the week. Jeff, let her roll.
Yeah, so this is actually a listener submitted story. This is from David Box, who is he's the associate director here at Lutherdale, so we are coworkers. He's my direct supervisor, and I emailed this to us at 5:53, and we started recording at 6. I asked him tonight. I was like, "Hey, you told me about this story. That'd be really great. Can you email me that?" So he did.
To get it into the wire.
I thought he was gonna like force you to do the story, or
No, I asked him. He'd mentioned it a while back, like, "Oh yeah, I've been meaning to like write this up and send it to you," and I couldn't think of one today. So I texted him. I was like, "Hey, can you help me out?" And he did. So thank you, Box. I'm really excited for the story. I know what happens, so I won't give a perspective of like what I would do. I'll let you guys handle that, but I will read the story here. So this is from his first summer as a cabin leader.
Jeff, I have a question.
Yeah.
Or a favor. Could you answer it the most wrong way you could after we give our answers?
Oh gosh. All right. Yeah, I will try my best. That's a lot of brain power. I don't know if I have, but yes. So this is from his first summer as a cabin leader down in Texas. He didn't say the camp name, so I won't either, just because he didn't. I don't know if he wants that shared or not. So, hey, first summer as a cabin leader. During the week of camp, the cabins have a choice to go sleep out under the stars at this designated spot called Out Camp. There's a couple of platforms with a screen and porch that they call the bird cage. So he always loved taking his kids out there for the devotion, staying up late, playing glow stick games, and pretty much everything else. And he went as a village. It was usually a guy's cabin and girl's cabin out there together. So it allowed for some great talks and all the great camp stuff. So one night he was woken up by his village partner at 4:30 in the morning. She let him know that 6 to 7 of their campers had just come back to Out Camp. Apparently they had gotten up around 2 a.m. and started sneaking around camp all night long. They found out later that they had gone into the high school cabin, which was empty this week, and raided the kitchen the high school girls get to use. They made popcorn and ate an entire pan of jello. The group included boys and girls from both cabins, all junior high, so they weren't too worried about inappropriate stuff happening. They were just walking around camp unsupervised all night. And they knew there would be consequences, so they're leaving it right there. You find out that 6 to 7 campers snuck out all night. It's now 4:30 in the morning. What do you do?
At 4:30 in the morning, have the campers returned?
Yes, they just came back. So they were gone for over 2 hours.
So you found them like as they were arriving back.
Yep. Your village partner just woke you up and said, "Hey, these campers just got back. They've been gone for over 2 hours, wandering around camp in the middle of the night. What do you do?"
Not let them go back to bed. I think they get to stay up very, very late as well. Get them really tired. Not let them stay up all night. Or let them stay up all night. And see how they function in 24 hours.
Oh my gosh.
There you go.
Yes. How much? And Jeff, before I give an answer, what did they eat? You said Jello and popcorn?
Yeah, it was like they ate popcorn and they ate a whole pan of Jello.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I would say, I hope you guys are energized from your midnight snack. You will be helping the kitchen staff today.
Ooh.
And you will be helping them prepare the meals for one of the meals. And you'll rotate in. I don't think, and you said there's like 6 to 10 of them or something like that?
Yeah, like 6 or 7.
Yeah. So I'd probably do like 2 for breakfast, 2 for lunch, and 2 for dinner, somewhere around something like that kind of ratio. And yep, that's what I would do. That would be their punishment. They would help the kitchen since they availed themselves to the food already. I like cause and effect kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Jeff, what would you do?
What I would do is I would feel bad for them because they're tired, obviously, and I'm gonna be tired. I'm crabby in the morning, so I would just like cancel the entire day and say, you know what, we're just gonna sleep all day long. We're gonna not do anything. No Bible studies, no games, no activities, no meals. Let's just sleep. That's what I would have done.
You would have nap time all day.
Yeah, just all day nap time. That sounds great to me. I don't know.
Oh gosh, yours is actually the most vicious out of all of us.
Well, wait till you hear what actually happened.
Oh yes.
Ooh.
So here's what David Box.
Wait, before you answer, from the introduction of the story, I have a couple of questions.
Okay.
And I assume that you cannot answer them, but I want to hear from Box later.
Okay.
What is the bird cage? That sounds terrifying.
I know the bird cage. So it's platforms with like a screened-in porch around them.
Jail. Okay. Oh, that's where you put the kids after this. Throw them in the bird cage.
Sure.
It's
yeah.
All right. Next question. I have never played glow stick games.
Yeah,
Somebody explain glow stick games to me?
I'm guessing. So we do a night camp program here at Lutherdale, and we play like ultimate frisbee with glow sticks and capture the flag with glow sticks. So it's just like playing games at night, but use glow sticks. I'm guessing that's what he's referencing.
Probably throwing a rave is what I assume.
That too,
lots of sandstorm.
Okay. All right.
Such a bop. I love that song.
Those were my questions.
All right. Well, Box, if you're listening, you can correct me on those, but I think that's correct. But
I'd like a little voice in right here from David. Of just like, hi, I'm Dave. Here's the answer.
This goes live in like 2 days. I'm not going to have time for that.
Pause. And now we're going to go to the commercial. You'll hear from David Box. Thank you, everybody. We'll be back in a minute.
There's no commercial. Okay. Here's what David Box did.
Welcome back, everybody.
Yeah,
that was wonderful, David. Thank you.
All right. So, Box says, I'm the kind of guy that once I wake up, I am up. So he waited just long enough for the campers to, air quotes, sneak back into their sleeping bags. He said, and I quote, a herd of bison doing ballet would have been quieter. So they were not quiet. As soon as he thought they had fallen asleep, around 5:45, he got everyone out of bed and proceeded to wake them all up for a sunrise devotion, like he had planned it from the start. Then he took the campers back to the cabin and they went through the rest of their day. He never mentioned the sneaking out at all. He decided that natural consequences are the best teacher. I'm going to pause really quick. Can you hear my kids crying in the background? Can you hear that or not?
Little bit.
Okay. I'm going to try and just go through it.
It's not too bad. It's not too bad.
Later. All right, so he said I did not go easy. He led the most active Bible study that he's ever led with lots of tag games. They had already planned to do their camp improvement project. So they do like a service project during the week.
Oh, no.
Already planned for that day. So they picked Line the Path with Rocks as their project. So they literally lined the path with rocks. And by the time the rest hour after lunch came around, the guilty party had gotten to the point that they needed to like pass out while they were at camp. They had early bedtime that night and no more complaints from the kids and no more misbehaving. So they just
that's pretty good.
Ran them all day.
That's hilarious.
Now we're playing tag afternoon.
Yeah, right.
Oh my gosh. That's
awesome.
awesome.
Really smart.
That is smart.
And he says, thanks for doing the podcast and for all that you've done throughout the years in outdoor ministry. David Box, right there.
That's so nice, David. Ruthless David.
Ruthless.
I still think throwing them in bird jail would have been nice.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking there's like also birds in there. Like terrifying birds.
What constitutes as terrifying birds, John? What terrifying?
Here, let me draw you a picture.
Wait, are you afraid of birds?
Oh no, not at all.
Okay.
He's drawing a picture of birds that make him like scared. This is happening.
This is only for the YouTube audience. You'll be able to see this. Everyone else will try and.
Well, we'll try our best to describe his drawing.
I don't know why, but I feel like a turkey is a scary
Turkeys
bird.
are scary. They're like the Godzillas of birds.
Okay. And then children in there going, "Oh no."
What? Okay, let's see here. He
Can you
is.
see it?
Yeah, you've drawn. That bird is the same size as that child.
Oh my
Well,
god!
it's a turkey. Those things are big. You ever seen a turkey?
I guess not. No, not the ones like how old? These are junior high kids. They're like
junior
4 feet
high.
tall.
Turkeys are huge.
How
But
are they 4 feet tall?
they're like the size of a turkey at least.
God bless. It's not helpful whatsoever.
That's what I imagine the bird cage is. And then
So not flying birds, like walking around birds.
oh no, there were some flying birds in there too. You just couldn't see them.
Oh, my bad. Oh, there they
They're-
are. Those
Yeah,
McDonald's. The
It
McDonald's
looks like the
logo.
M. Yep.
He's flapping.
That's good.
Okay.
Well, thank you, David, for that amazing story. That's a great way to handle that. Honestly, like what a
That is.
feather in your cap there, David.
I really feel like sometimes staff can overuse like, hey, don't do that. Hey, don't do that. Hey, don't do
Yeah.
that. That was a great way of like, don't do that, but I'm not going to say anything. You're going to learn yourself because they probably already knew that it was bad because they were sneaking around,
Yeah.
doing it when hopefully the staff members wouldn't see them. So they know it was wrong, but giving them the chance to think through that and then seeing what that does to them the next day would also be like hilarious.
Yeah.
So
I think I would have. I like his idea of like running him ragged all day, but I think either the next day or that night, I think I would have brought it up and be like,
I
"Hey
would have
guys,
too.
like, because it's that whole your actions have consequences, and we didn't mention it all day. I didn't snap at you, I didn't get angry with you, and I'd come at it very calm, but just like you realize we can't do that. Like you were unsupervised on camp. What if one of you got hurt? What if something happened? Like, what can we do then?" But two, like we have this busy day of program planned for you, and we have to be ready to go for the day, and we need that energy. So I think I would have brought it up. I don't think I could have gone the whole week and never mentioned it.
I agree with that because I'm a big believer in teaching moments,
Yeah,
and so I think that a combination of and you do it with a lot of grace of like you get this is I'm not going to do anything else, but how do you guys feel right now?
yeah,
And how much better would you have felt if you had not done that? And think about like the rest of the camp and myself. Like we have to deal with that stuff, and that sucks. Like, just think about your actions. I think that's really good.
absolutely. Hey, thank you, Jeff, for sharing that wonderful story from David Box. I almost said Jeff.
same thing. It counts. Whatever.
Wow.
Whatever. But yeah, that was this one time at summer camp. thank you all for listening. If you would like to also share a story, you can write us at this number one time at summercamp@gmail.com, or you can Facebook message us, you can call us, you can come to my house,
What's your address again?
Yeah, we need
my
your
address is, I'm just down the street from the zoo, across from the house with the small tree, and the new cement. That's right where I'm at.
Thanks
Got
to
it,
Google
okay.
Maps Street View, that probably wouldn't be that difficult. Because you did say where you work at this point.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, well, I live 2 minutes from there, so.
All right, so we got the radius around there. Okay, cool.
All right,
Yeah,
good.
Please keep submitting your stories. We'd love to hear from you all. If there's a topic that you want us to talk about during these, please let us know too. We have some big news to share. After, what was it, two podcasts ago?
Yeah,
we charged you all with a task, and Jeff is going to share that with us.
Yes. So 2 weeks ago, we asked you. We had like 60 listens or something to hit 1,000. And we wanted to hit that in one day just to kind of hit that goal so that we would do something special. We talked about doing a live podcast or something, and we didn't. We fell a little short. We only had like 20 listens on the day of, but that's okay.
No.
After a week, we were just over 1,000. We were at about 1,004, which is super exciting. But then, come today, as we speak, we are now at 1,132 listens.
Woo!
What?
We had our best week of listens since our very first episode. So I don't know what y'all did or why you're listening all of a sudden.
We did, and last week, like, full disclosure, the three of us lead busy lives, and so we were having trouble getting together and recording. So we've been talking about doing like these special edition episodes, and so we had a lot of cut media from the episode.
There was more that I didn't add.
There's more?
There was more. There's a whole nother like 25 minutes I didn't put in there.
Oh my gosh, John.
Tyler and I will do another one. We'll do a special. We used to do a newscast at camp.
All right.
We'll do a special newscast, and
That's
we'll have
amazing.
that for when we have another busy week.
And so we were like, we'll just put something together, and it'll be fine. For it to be like another like popular episode, we're gonna have to do more special edition episodes.
Yeah,
Like
really.
of like one person hosting and bringing in a couple of friends, or I don't know, hiking with John, do a video.
Yeah, it
Here's
blew me
John
away
fishing.
with how many listens we had over that week. So thank you all. I feel like we should still do something special now that we
Yeah,
blew 1,000 out of the water. So
that's true. That's true. Are we doing
we'll
a lot?
yeah, we'll
A
talk
live?
about
I
possibly
don't know if
a
a live episode's going to be that much different than what we do, though. Like, I
It
don't know how much
won't.
you edit.
On this one, there's barely any editing. Early on, we edited more because we rambled a lot more. But now that we've kind of got a tight feel for our show, like I clean up the beginning and the end a little bit and some background noise, and that's it. So
You know what we could do? We could have people ask questions that we have to answer.
we could do like a special like question episode where
Like Q&A.
I'll ask all the questions they want. We'll talk about it off air, what we're going to do though. But thank you all so much for listening to this. And please make sure you subscribe, hit that rate review button, give us some stars. 5 is great on whatever app you're listening to. We just appreciate all the love and support.
Woo! Thank you, everyone.
John,
John,
muted
you've
again.
muted yourself again. How are you doing this?
Oh, I don't know how I did that. Bye, everybody.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
There we go.